So this is what happens. As you can see, the redness here and right here. The dry skin, this is what happens when I don't get enough fruits and vegetables, because I am a vegetarian, yes, but lately I've been eating a lot of junk, a lot of candy, more chips, more cereal, and this is the result. And this is just my body telling me that I need to be eating more nutrient-dense food, because I've been running so much, I've been working out so much. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have that candy bar. I'm gonna have 3 ice creams today, because from a calorie standpoint, it's sustaining me and I'm not gaining or losing any weight, but I'm not getting enough nutrients. And for that same reason, I haven't been taking my multivitamin, because usually I take my multivitamin if I'm cutting, but if I am staying the same weight, I'm like, I'm getting enough food, I probably get my vitamins in, so I need to incorporate back my multivitamin and just get more fruits and vegetables. And it's just crazy to me. And all of this, again, is for me personally, and this is what happens, is just my body telling me that it's a sign that I need to be giving my body what it needs. And usually the first thing that happens is my dry skin. Like, my recovery is still there. I'm not really that sore. I don't feel like crushed. So as far as a recovery standpoint, I still feel good, even eating chips, even eating candy. Though it's like my dry skin, and actually that's what turned me on to vegetarian when I first went vegetarian, because I read Scott Jurick's book and he was talking about it's going to help you with recovery. And I was like, all right, I'm in. Recovery. Cool. And then when I went vegetarian, like 2 weeks in, or maybe even a little bit less, my dry skin started going away. And that's why I stuck with vegetarianism, because of more of the recovery aspect. But one of the pluses was the dry skin, or fixing my dry skin. And I'm going to get back on it this week. I am going to be eating more fruits and vegetables. And another thing that really turned me on with vegetarianism as well, just because I want to share with you all, is the feeling of food coma. Because I had a conversation recently with someone about this in regards to food coma. And food coma, I don't know the science behind it, and this is just my personal perspective and my opinion. And when I read it, or when I heard it from that YouTube video that I saw it from, it made sense to me. It was like, food coma isn't normal. It's your body telling you something. The same thing of when people are hungry. People always say, well, I'm angry when I'm hungry, or I'm moody when I'm hungry. No, that's just your body telling you that it wants food, because it's a physiological reaction, because your body is craving or needs sustenance. So I took that same type of mindset of, yeah, food coma is telling your body something, and it's not normal. So after I went vegetarian, I was eating more fruits, eating more vegetables, and I really don't get food coma, actually, pretty much ever nowadays. And I will say this, it's not necessarily, it's the meat that's giving you food coma, because I don't necessarily believe in that. The bigger thing at hand is eating less processed and less junk food. Usually the processed junk food, if it's doused in oil and a bunch of sauce, that's what's gonna probably cause a food coma. Again, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, but this is just from my personal experience since going vegetarian, I pretty much don't have food coma ever. The only time that I have food coma is when I go to family parties, and I'm still a vegetarian. I won't eat the meat, and I'll pick it out wherever I can. Like if it's fried rice, I'll just pick out the meat. And though I will still, that's the time that I will be a little bit lethargic and have food coma. And I think, at least from my perspective or my vantage point, is that it's because all the oil, of all the processedness of it, if things are fried, if there's just a lot of processing going on. if that even makes any sense. So I don't know. So after my run, I shot a clip, but I don't really like it because I was in a rush. I had a scheduled call, I had to shower, I had to eat. So here we are, redoing that clip. And today was a good run, long run, 15 miles. I'm gonna throw the map up here, splits up here. And it was just a really good run, 9:24 for 15 miles. That's a pretty solid pace for me. And the thing is that it felt super easy. The next time I go on a run or a long run next week, I'm gonna be shooting for 9, 10 or less per mile on average for however long I decide to a long run for. And this week, I only ended up doing 42 miles total. I was aiming for 50, but today at like mile 13, my glutes were pretty tight. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go for 2 more, and then I just backed off. Though also I realized that I powerlifted 5 times this week. I did 2 squat sessions, 2 bench sessions, and then 1 deadlift session. So that probably had a little bit to do with my glutes and just my legs not feeling 100%, though my legs still feel pretty good, and that's why I went on a 15-mile run today. So super happy with another week of solid training, and I'm super excited for this coming week of training because it's another week of training and I can get one step closer to my goal, to get a little bit stronger, to get a little bit faster, and I'm just super excited for this week of training and for life and for YouTube and for everything. So thank you everyone for tuning in to another episode of me ranting my exercise. I hope you take something away from my videos. If you have any comments, please comment down below. Would love to hear from you all. Any questions about me? Though I know there were a few questions on that last video that I did, so I'll make sure to compile those as well along with the next few days, and then maybe I can do like a Q&A. I think that might be kind of cool. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So if you haven't gave this video a thumbs up, it would really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. I can't talk right now. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you all tomorrow.